My name is Catherine. I have written 5 children's books and 1 adult mystery. So if you want the links to those will be down below. Today I want to talk a little bit about my December. It is currently December 14th, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my month. So November was a tricky month for me. I struggled a lot to even get motivated to write, and I had a lot of difficulty with my writing. I don't think I wrote anything. And so I spent a lot of time in December kind of trying to refill that creative well. I started new hobbies. I went back to doing things that made me happy and that were fun. I got back into reading more books. We went out and we did activities together as a family, just going out and enjoying our time together and kind of just getting to a space where I felt productive and ready to write again. I hadn't felt very ready to write for all of November. And I finally got to a point where I was ready to start again. And that's kind of been my point now. So one of the major things that I have done is I actually got book 2 of my Poppy Seymour series completely edited. I'm trying to be like, you can actually see the pages where I wrote on them. I was really hoping for a January release with this, but I don't think that is going to be feasible at this point. So maybe February. Another thing is that I've been working on a new project, and after November it was really hard to kind of get motivated, and so I did finally find a story that I plotted out and had an idea about for a series. And I don't know if it's actually going to be a series that I take forward from here, but I got it done and I feel really good, and I'm about 9,000 words into this book, which is really good because before it was a hard time even getting started with a book. Right now it's just been very hard. So even if this story never sees the light of day, that's okay, because I'm just happy that I've actually been writing. So we're gonna see how the rest of the month goes. Keep you posted. It is currently December 18th, so we're moving along with December. I'm in my bookworm sweater. You can tell that I have been to work in this sweater because I have a lovely little penguin sticker here. And I just kind of wanted to pop on because the last time I talked on December 10th, I want to say, on December 10th, you can probably hear my dog chewing her stick in the background. Junebug. June. She's not even listening. She doesn't even care. But the last time I talked, I was like, I'm so proud of myself. I am 10,000 words into this project. And I kind of got over that writing hump. And I stopped that project. And I wanted to kind of pop on and talk a little bit about why, because I think it's very important to kind of talk about projects that you let go as well as the ones that you take all the way to the end. So the very first project that I ever took to like the end of a story and I actually completed was actually a romance book. And you can come see me. Hi, sweetie girl. Yeah. We're just gonna pet her at the same time so she doesn't chew on this stick. Here. Jenny, can you come say hi? Yeah, okay. No, we cannot. But the first books I ever wrote, I've been writing for a long time, but the first story that I ever felt passionate enough about to finish was a romance book. It was actually a romance series, and I did finish it. And it was the very first thing I wrote. I haven't ever gone back to look at it because I'm pretty sure it's probably not very good. But maybe one day it'll be something that I return to. But one thing that I will say is that it kind of got me started. And this was a project that happened back in 2019. And so I ended up finishing that, and then it kind of got me started on other projects. And I realized that I really love to write books about my dog, kids' book mysteries about my sweet girl right here. And I felt like I was really good at it. I felt like I'm really good at it. I enjoy it. They're all heart projects that I love to do and that I love to finish. And then I extended that mystery theme to my first new adult book, my cozy mystery of Ashes and Chaos, which sequel will be coming out in February, which is called Of Treasure and Bone, by the way. And of Ashes and Chaos, I love writing this book. This is another heart project for me. So I just felt really good about writing it. And what I realized was this book that I was writing, I was trying to do kind of a cozy mystery, but with spice, because I love romance and I really want to write romance too. And it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. I think that when you're in like the mystery mindset, if you've been in that for long enough, which, I have 6 books, you don't want to deviate from that. And so I was trying to make a book kind of like this, but with romance added, and it just wasn't adding up. So the good news is that project can still be used for another Poppy Seymour mystery. But I needed to pause and think about what I wanted to be writing. And I've had a heart project in mind for years now, and it's a romance book. It is a story that takes place, it's a dystopian romance book, and it would actually be a 3-book series. And so I've been thinking about doing it. I've wanted to do it, and this has been crooked the whole time, and I didn't know where to start, or if I wanted to start on this, or if this was what I wanted to do. And I was talking to my husband, and I was like, this is my heart project. This is something I want to write. And he's like, why don't you just write it? And so he actually sat with me and plotted out basically the whole 3 books and the problems in the books. And I got very excited about writing these books. So this is my outline for book 1. It is something like 6,000 words. And it is a romance. And so I'm excited to kind of get started working on that. It's something that I want to write. And one thing about me is I am not very good at finishing projects that I don't want to write. I kind of feel like if I don't want to write my story, why would someone want to read it? Like, every book that I have written, I have felt, and published, I have felt passionate about. It's something that I've wanted to read. It's not always that I've wanted to edit, but it's always something that I've wanted to write and I've wanted to read, and I've enjoyed reading them. And so I have a very hard time doing projects that I don't feel in my heart are good books to write, or books that I don't want to write. Even when I have like a messy middle, even when I'm struggling with like coming up with ideas, or like, this probably wasn't the best writing, they're always books that I want to write. And I think that's really important for me, and that's part of my process. And so this is a book that I have wanted to write for a long time, and I haven't necessarily felt the confidence to write. And thank you to my husband, who was like, well, I think you can do it. You're a really good writer. So I appreciate him for that. But I'm excited. I'm excited to write. I'm excited to see where this journey takes me, and I'm hoping that I can get, in the next few weeks, because we're coming up on winter break here for teachers, I'm hoping that I can get some really good writing in. So we're pivoting, going a different direction. Let's see how that goes. So it has been a rough couple of days. It was it's 2 days before Christmas right now, and my husband was very sick on Saturday and Saturday, and then on Sunday he was really not feeling good, so we went to urgent care. My parents came up and watched little man, and we went to urgent care. And he's feeling better now, thank goodness, but I've been solo parenting for a couple days now, so I'm a little tired and behind in my writing. But we've officially started teacher's Christmas break, so here we go. The latest project that I've been working on. So since I have a 2-week break as a teacher, I am, the sheep looks like it's gonna get me anyway. I have some goals for this next couple weeks after everything that happened. I think my biggest goal, first of all, is getting Poppy Seymour to my mom, who is my editor, the second book to my mom. And then my next goal is writing 10,000 words in the next 2 weeks. I think it's a kind of reasonable goal, being 10,000 words into my heart project that I'm working on. So fingers are crossed that I do a good job with that. So these are kind of my goals for my break. Obviously, we had a kind of a rough start to them, but first is to get the edits for Poppy Seymour 2 done by December 30th. And my second goal is 15,000 words in my heart project, which I've just called my unnamed project. And then I have basic household chores like assemble the Christmas presents and reorganize his playroom, read a book, change the covers. So there are 24 chapters in Poppy Seymour 2. I have edited through chapter 7. So we got a ways. And then for 15,000 words, I am at 7,000. So, and this one's pink because it's my heart project. So we'll see. My first day of break, I went and I grabbed a big chai tea latte, and then I got to work doing my writing and editing for the day. I had my lovely chai and I was ready to go. I reorganized my son's playroom and built the toys that we got for Christmas. We're very fortunate. And then by the evening, I was really proud of myself because I have 24 chapters to edit. And I got 2 done, which is very impressive given the other stuff that I did. I also ran today, so I'm just trying to be very proud of myself there. I got 3 done, just kidding. And then I also wrote, I think, 2,000 words, which is really good. But I always feel the need to be very productive when my son is at daycare and I'm at home. I think there's a little bit of mom guilt that goes into that because I do miss having my kid with me. I get a lot done. So I currently have my second chai latte of the week that somebody else made. And here's the thing. This is a week off for me. And usually between work and having a 1.5-year-old running around, a little toddler, I don't get to treat myself or go out and get chai lattes. So we're gonna embrace it and understand that this is a special time. Now I have to go do my edits, which I have them all edited. I have it all the way edited. I just need to input them because I edit by hand. Ugh. And we have 14 chapters to do. Wish me luck. Hello. Hello. You're just a good distraction. Hi, pretty. Hi, my sweetheart. How's my good girl? Oh, thank you for the kisses. You're such a good doggy. You're such a good girl. I know. Then we went on a lunch date, just me and my husband, which we don't get to do often. We had this great food. The next weekend was actually pretty productive. I managed to get 9,000 words written. My son did a great job reorganizing our Tupperware drawer. And I got to do some more writing with my new mug, which was always fantastic. You're just so precious. You're just so precious. Yes, you are. I really tried also this time to make sure that we did a lot of things as a family because it is a break and I want to make sure that I take time for myself and I take time with my family. I just finished the edits for book 2 of Poppy Seymour. I got them all done. I'm exhausted, and I have to send it to the print shop today. But it's done. I'll take it. Part of taking that time, too, was also going with my mom. We did some shopping. We just kind of got out. It was a lovely day. We had a great lunch. We had some mocktails. And then when I got home, I finished up the diamond art I had been working on. It's this beautiful butterfly. I absolutely love it. And then I got a little bit more writing done. So it's just really been a very productive break. She's as close as she can get without laying on the floor. So in terms of writing, just kind of to recap all of December, my December was actually really productive, which was really helpful after November, which was very not productive. For my goals, I did end up editing Poppy Seymour book 2 and getting that off to my mom, who's my editor, for initial drafting and making sure that everything kind of lines up the way I want it to. And then I am currently at 11,000 words for my heart project, which is great. I still have a few days left before the end of break, before that 15,000 mark. Hi. Hello. You want to come here? Sorry, my dog is looking at me. So for January, I'm going to be setting some writing goals. Come here then. I promise. The balloon's not going to get you. I'm currently in my son's playroom, which you can tell because of the creepy piano in the background. Come here. Come here. I promise. Come here. Come here. Anyway. So I'll be making a video in January about my goals, especially around writing and YouTube. It's okay. I know. Come here. Come on. She just wants to cry at me. Anyway, and maybe adding in some of the shorts. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. You're getting closer. Come here. Yeah, there's my girl. There's my girl. Oh, big yawn. I know. I know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I don't know. This is very early for me. Say bye-bye, Junebug. Bye-bye, Junebug. Bye-bye, Junebug. Bye-bye. Have a good January.